Hey Loyalty Gang, it's your girl Twanna back and back with another video. So in today's video, we're going to be talking about Aunt B, Shay, and Bria, right? So let's not go all the way back. We know that Aunt B, Shay, and Bria are a special needs family. Shayana and Bria are autistic, right? And so Aunt B is their mom, and they are TikTok sensations. They also have a YouTube channel, and everybody has been up and on these last few days. I should say a couple of weeks now, because Aunt B, okay, right here she's talking about Jonathan and how Jonathan took her to the prom. Shayana thought, this is my boyfriend, this is Mr. Tom, I love him, and all these kinds of things. And she doesn't want Shayana to think that Jonathan is her boyfriend. Now, Shayana being autistic, that's probably, what she thought. Let's keep in mind, I have no idea what autistic people's thought processes are. I've never raised an autistic child before, so, you know, don't ask me anything about it because I don't know, except for what I learned online. And when I was watching these videos, you can kind of guesstimate when you're looking at that autistic person. So, okay, the thing is, she wants to produce a dating show using her iPhone or whatever. Every Saturday, they go to the mall, and they meet the random person, and Shayana is supposed to talk to this random person, right? People have a lot to say. So yeah, people do have their opinions about this. And I hope you guys can hear the video. Um, okay. I'm using this, new app to show you guys, um, the videos and everything. But I want you to see, I want you to hear what people actually have to say. And I have to agree with this particular person right here, Sabrina Renee from TikTok. Just because somebody has a disability doesn't mean they're not capable of love or aren't deep. You need to have SHAY in the middle of them all trying to find a man that's diabolical. And I totally agree with that because why would you do that? Now, I have not seen the show Dating on the Spectrum, but I hear it's a thing. I don't know if it's on Netflix or something. You guys tell me in the comments where this particular show is, because I have no idea where the show is, right? But I've heard that it's a show that maybe Shayana, would prefer to be on because it's structured, right? Now, my thing was, why doesn't RD have Shayana talk to a therapist about this and see where she's at mentally when it comes to dating and stuff like that, and do it a proper way instead of just using these random people and putting these random men in her cell phone and all of this kind of stuff. Because that's unsavory. I don't think it's really safe. It makes Shanna look a little bit uncomfortable. And let's see if we can actually find. Here's the video. Here's the video. Let's take a look. The man wants to give her her number. So she's getting the number. They're in the mall. They're in the middle of the mall. He's putting his number in her phone. She doesn't look happy about this. First of all, there's so many things going on in this video. Auntie, why are you doing this to this girl in the middle of this is so unstructured. It's just unstructured. There needs to be some stability. There needs to be a therapist or a counselor. There needs to be so many things, happening to help guide Shay mentally for this because you don't know. Like, yes, that is your daughter, and yes, you have been taking care of her for almost 30 years. But it is quite clear that she does not think like a 30-year-old woman. And it is quite clear the look on her face was a little like, I don't want to do this. This ain't it. You know what I'm saying? Maria is in the background looking like, what is happening? This is what is all this? She's nonverbal. But we have her to speak. She can't speak. She can't, talk decent words, sing a song, from memory. So we know that Bria has thoughts. And the look on her face is like, no, 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 no. Second of all, here's my thing, right? And I don't know if I can find this, but I'm going to see if I can find, um, because I don't know if this is the thing, but the weight loss. Now, it's quite clear that Shayana is talking with consent. Eat my salad, and yogurt, you know, low calorie snack, all the things. But in the house, there's a bunch of junk food. And as we just saw, she was eating a lot of food with a whole bunch of calories in it all. My thing, and that was like what I said, first of all, how did you allow these girls to get so big? Because Aunt B is very verbal about, I don't want nobody taking care of my girls. I don't want anybody else, to do it. I'm the only one that can do it. She doesn't want any help. Is she going to a dietitian and all of this kind of stuff? I don't know. I just heard her say something about a weight loss doctor and all this, but you allow those girls to get so big. Because in real life, that's a little bit child abuse, if you will. I'm just saying, you know, like how long have they been this big? And these girls, once again, are adults. But if they were obese underage, you know what I'm saying? So you don't just blow up like that overnight. You know, the voluptuousness, the curves and all of that, it takes a little bit of time. And I am unsure of how much these girls weigh, but regardless of if she's diabetic or not, this is very unhealthy. This is an unhealthy lifestyle, unhealthy living. For all of them, even ID is she's obese. Heck, I'm only 5'7". I'm obese, but I'm 53 years old. I'm not on the spectrum, and you know, I know where my weight came from. I'm not diabetic, but I know I know the weight come off, but just by my own choice, not because my mom said I had to snack and things, and it was just a diabolical amount of junk food in the house. Listen, I've said this a million times. The last 5 years that I've been on YouTube, y'all have heard me say this even in my own weight loss journey. Whatever you put out on the internet, it's out there for people's judgment, for their opinions, for their viewing. You're going, to hear people talking about all of these things and voicing their opinions, just like in this video. People in the comments will probably have something to say, just like myself. This is just my opinion. In my opinion, I don't think it's smart to have Gianna, on a dating production with her mom, Aunt D, out there in the middle of the mall trying to catch a man. I think it should be structured. I think it should be more safe. I think it should be more suitable. And the only way you're going to figure that out is with help. Okay? Regardless if that's your kid and you raise her and you know your child, this situation, this whole thing that you want to do for your kid, you're going to need some help with. Unless you are a person who puts together dates for autistic people, you are going to need some experts. And I'm just saying, and I feel like I just need so. If y'all see me switching my I'm sorry, that's just me. Weight loss journey. Now, I don't know how much weight either of them have lost. I don't know how long. This video says 12/12/2024. So I am in the assumption mode, in the assumption line of thinking that this hasn't been going on very long, maybe a few months or whatever. So everybody in was told by someone who takes a weight loss shot that it makes you not want to eat. These people have no problems with their appetite. So, I mean, I'm talking currently, um, 4/21, 2025, we have seen them, eat the meal, the house full of, cakes and donuts and all these types of things. So, nobody has an issue with their appetite. So I don't know how Ozempic and all of these other shots, not saying that that's what she's on, I'm just, saying in relation to, that's the only shot that I know about. I don't know that other shot. Um, I don't know how these shots are supposed to work. So maybe you guys can, clue me in the comments. How are these shots supposed to work? Because if it's supposed to for your appetite, I don't think it's supposed for your appetite. It may not work for everybody. And from my understanding, all these shots are a little bit different. I just met someone when I went to the doctor for my hand today for them to test my hand out post surgery. And by the way, I'm doing good. Doing good. Got clean bill of health. Um, healing nicely. But one of the doctor assistants is on a weight loss shot, and it affected her kidneys and her liver. So she can't take the shots anymore. They have to find another alternative, and not only that, she's gonna have to see a health specialist for her internal organs. So that's just, you know, something that I learned today. I didn't know any of that because I've never taken a weight loss shots. I've never, taken, any of that stuff outside of a diet pill that you get over the counter. I've never taken any of these things. Again, I'm not a diabetic, so I've never had to take diabetic medication. So I don't know how any of this works. I just found out today that it could be a little dangerous, depending on you and your health and how your body makeup is of what you are given to, help you lose weight. So the weight loss, I just was like, how did this happen? How did this girl get that big? Has it always been snacks, cakes, cookies, and pies in the house and big meals? I'm from the South. I live in Alabama. Listen, I know about the soul food, um, but everything in moderation, right? Now we're in 2025. It's already happened. We're obese. We have to lose the weight, okay? So don't even, you know, there's nothing you can do about it. If you want to be smaller and you want your children to be smaller, you have to lose the weight, right? So with that being said, this is what has to happen. Do they need a weight loss shot for this? I don't know. Is it safe? I don't know. I feel like whoever your counselor or therapist is, that hopes that girls with autism probably would be a smart person to talk to, and then talking to a physician. And it looks like this is what they have done. As far as the physician, the physical physician, it looks like, this is what they've done. Now, Bria is afraid of needles. So I can't imagine her taking one of these shots. She does not like going to the Bria does not like going to the doctor's office, period. So this isn't gonna happen. This is not gonna happen. But I do want to take a look at some of the other things that people say when it comes to, her dating pool. Aunt B went on a date. Aunt B and her dating. Shay said, stop telling. Have a date with Shay. That's what she wants the show to be. Have a date with Shay. Aunt B is dating herself. Aunt B said that Shay was on plenty of fish. I, I'm just saying. Aunt B is mhm, yeah, yeah. No, no. Okay. Okay. Now, okay, she's funny. That's what right. So they love that I'm out on this. I think we're just gonna use that. I again, I think it's safe. And, people are saying, people are calling exploitation. People are saying, I feel like this is exploitation. I don't think Adi should be doing this. I don't think she should be putting her autistic kids on camera, period. I think it all began when she was just wanting to share her life and have someone relate to what she was going through. And that it just kind of blew up and turned into this whole thing. And so they've met some celebrities and they've, taken some trips and their social media has blown up. I don't know if, I mean, ID, if she's the one, like, filming and editing, you do a really good job with the editing and stuff, ID. Not, I don't know if it's you, but I have to say kudos and thumbs up because, you know, okay, I can't stand filming and editing and all that. I can't stand vlogs. I really can't. Like this right here is what I can do right now. And sometimes I feel like being on camera, and sometimes I can't. So kudos to ID. If you're doing all the editing and the filming and the this and the that, then you go. I think that there's a more tasteful way to do this. Um,
this, and let's just take a look. Let's take a look and see. There's so many videos. Look at that. There's so many videos. Good God Almighty. There's so many videos. And when I type in mental, it goes directly to Aunt D. Aunt D right now is at 2.6 million followers, 84 million likes, and she's following only 5,076 people. But um, this is some of the stuff that she puts. This is the latest video. Let's take a look. This was 2 hours ago. Okay, so apparently, she does a little bit of reading. She's verbal. A lot of people are saying on TikTok, and you can look those videos up because this is getting a little lengthy. Um, that they feel like Shaya could live on her own, assisted living, mind you. But if she had, assisted living, that she doesn't need to be in the house, that she could actually take care of herself and live on her own. She does, her, makeup every day. She gets dressed. She knows how to exercise. Does she? It may actually, help her, diet. That she can, pick her own foods to have in the house, and then that be the only foods that are in the house because she always talks about, the salads and the yogurts and stuff like that. So it may be a benefit to her, and she would feel more comfortable and not have to worry about being in the camera so much, and get back to some normality as far as her everyday life. I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments what you guys think. If you made it this far in the video, put a heart emoji in the chat. I love you for watching this entire video. It's been 30 minutes, so we're gonna do a part two probably. But let me know what you think about the whole, Shayana dating and Aunt D wanting to put this whole, dating Shayana thing, on. Like, is this a good idea in your opinion? Or do you think that it needs to be more structured? Or do you think it needs to happen at all? Just let me know all the things in the comments, you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, and I will talk to you guys in the next one. Peace.